means is, that you can get the chicken pox. You can get the chicken pox, but the severity of the infection will not be so bad. It will be very mild. Okay. So this is what happens when you are vaccinated. You can still get the infection from the virus, but it will not be so severe or life-threatening. Then again, if you are vaccinated with the chickenpox vaccine and you happen to get chickenpox and you are at home with your other family members who have not gotten chickenpox, or they have gotten chickenpox before, or they have been vaccinated, it doesn't matter. The moment you do not practice proper distancing from your family members, you will transfer that virus to all of them. So what happens is, after about 2 weeks, the next person in the family appears with all the chickenpox symptoms. It is similar to all the vaccinations that there are. Okay, so even for example, like your hepatitis A and hepatitis B vaccination. Okay, when you go for your yearly blood test, most of the doctors, they will check your hepatitis A or hepatitis B antibodies. Hepatitis is for your liver. Okay, so your antibodies for the hepatitis A or hepatitis B are not present, or they are very low, then the doctor will suggest that you get a booster jab. So although you have been vaccinated for a certain disease, you can lose that immunity over the time. It is not lifelong. It is only for a certain period of time. It all depends on how strong your body immunity is. And how strong your body immunity will depend on how well you take care of your body. It's all in your hands. It is not in the hands of the vaccine that you got. That is just a tool to help you to have a better life. But it cannot guarantee anything. Because if you do not take proper care of yourself, then you are being reckless and you do things that you're not supposed to do, and you do not follow SOP, there is a high possibility that you will get infected and you will infect your other family members as well. Okay, so I hope you are very clear about vaccination. Let me go to the next screen. Why my screen is not moving? Okay. So here is a scenario of a person who has been vaccinated. Doesn't matter whether it's for coronavirus or any other virus, okay? If you have been vaccinated and if you have not been vaccinated and you're exposed to the virus, you will definitely be positive. You will display most of the symptoms and it can be life-threatening. Life-threatening meaning you could die, you could possibly die. And the other thing is you will definitely spread that virus to others when you come in contact with them. The other scenario is you have had your vaccination and it's already 4 weeks since you have gotten the second dose of your vaccination. This only applies to those who have already completed the 4 weeks after the second dose of the vaccination. Until and unless you have completed the 4 weeks after the second dose of your vaccination, you are still considered not vaccinated. I hope you can understand that. Okay, so 4 weeks after your second dose of vaccination, if you are exposed to the virus, you will still be positive. The only difference is you will not present any symptoms. You will be like a normal person walking around without any symptoms because your body has built the immunity with the help of the vaccine against the virus. Okay, So even if you are positive, it might not be life-threatening towards you. But when you get back to your house or you come in contact to other people, especially those who have not been vaccinated, for example, most of our children are not vaccinated. Okay, maybe the elderly, yes, they are vaccinated. Now the working class is also being vaccinated, but our children and the babies are not vaccinated. So when you come in contact with them and you are positive, they will be positive as well. And when that happens, they will present the full symptoms of the virus and it can be life-threatening towards them. So it is very important that we continue to follow the SOP regardless whether we are vaccinated or not vaccinated. So please take some time to understand this and reflect on this. It is very, very important. We can achieve herd immunity with vaccination, yes, but there might be variants. We don't know whether the vaccine can cover all the variants. Even if it doesn't cover, but we still have certain amount of immunity towards the virus. So we will not fall very ill when we get the virus. But if we are not vaccinated, there is very less chances of us to recover from a variant of the virus. It is very, very dangerous. That is why most of the countries, even Singapore or Australia or the UK, they are all having another wave of the coronavirus, the spread because of the variant, the Delta variant. And the variants are usually much stronger and they spread much faster. So the take-home message here is, although you have been vaccinated, you still need to wear the mask, you still need to be 6 feet away from others, and you still need to wash your hands often. Okay, so stay home and stay safe as much as possible. When we do go out, we still need to follow all the basic SOPs. Sanitize your hands, wear your mask, your body temperature check is required, wash your hands regularly, keep your distance at least 6 feet. If you can, try to keep it 3 meters apart. That will be better actually. Always wear your mask. Don't let your guard down. And once you get home, immediately have your bath and put your clothes for washing, the ones that you're wearing. Okay, so once you are at home, these are the things that can help you with your daily life, since there have been a lot of changes. Okay, the first is I would encourage everybody to get connected with their friends, with their family. Always call somebody up, talk to them, have FaceTime, do whatever you need to do to stay connected with everybody. Do not isolate yourself. Isolation is not the answer to anything. Always open up and share, and all of us are going through the same thing. The grass is not greener anywhere else. It's the same. It's just that we have this concept in our mind that, when we look elsewhere, we always feel that, things are so much better for the other person. But we really don't know what's going on in their life. So we should not compare, and we should always try to open up and let people to help us. There are a lot of kind people around who are willing to help, and they are not judgmental. So the other thing is a good diet. Like my friend who has recently done a session, she has explained about your portions of food. There is this term they call suku separo. Okay, so you take quarter protein, quarter carbohydrates, and half plate of fruits and vegetables. Okay, then you need to be hydrated. You have your 8 glasses of water. The hydration is very important for our body. Our body is made up of almost 70% of water. Okay, go for your walks, keep yourself active. If you can't walk outside, of your area, or you can't walk in the park, just walk in front of your house road. It's okay. Everybody can take turns at a different time to take their walks, or you can go up and down the stairs in your house, maybe about 20 times, 30 times. That's very good cardio exercise. Sleep on time, get your 8 hours sleep a day. And these are the basic things that we need to do throughout our life, not only during this pandemic. It's also important for all of us to do a yearly blood test. I'm sure a lot of us have been putting this aside and telling ourselves, after the pandemic is over, I will go and get my blood test done. After the pandemic is over, I will go and do this. After the pandemic is over, I will do that. But I just want to highlight here, because it's already 1.5 years. Is it going to end? Nobody has the answer for it. So it's now or never. This is your chance. You should go and get your things sorted out, especially your health. So the basic tests that are generally advised to be done, depending on your condition. Okay, you can get a full blood count that gives you the markers for your red blood cell, white blood cell, and your platelets. Okay, then you have your liver profile, your kidney profile, and your thyroid, your diabetes, hepatitis A and B, and your urine test. I've noticed lately a lot of people have been appearing with thyroid issues, also with the cholesterol issue and diabetes. This could be due to our diet or lifestyle, or a deficiency in certain vitamins or minerals. So the other test that I really strongly encourage for everyone, whether you're male or female, doesn't matter, you should get an iron ferritin test done, B12, folic acid, and vitamin D levels. These are very important levels for us to check. If you don't want to check it every year, maybe 2 years once. Okay, and if you find that you are deficient in either one of it, then you have to go for frequent blood tests, and you take the proper supplements or the proper medication to correct this and monitor your levels until they are at the correct level. Most of us, we always say that, oh, I'm taking multivitamin, everything is in it, so why are my levels still low? Multivitamins do not provide enough amount of any certain vitamin if you are deficient in it. It is just to maintain the levels that you need daily. That is the function of multivitamin. So if you are actually deficient, you need a stronger or a higher dose of that particular vitamin or that particular mineral in your system. So you need to take that particular item separately for some time until the level builds up to a stable level. So I can go on and on about this, but I will discuss about this in some other Zoom session if there is a request for it. So adapting to changes. What are the prominent changes? So basically, I feel that the prominent changes is there's no physical contact. There are no gatherings, and our lives have actually changed completely. And we don't really know when all this is going to end and when are we going to start living our lives the way we used to. So the question here is, should we wait for the coronavirus to be cleared completely before we can start living again? Or should we take necessary precautions and use the tools that we have and get on with our lives? So this is a question that I feel everybody need to ask themselves. Here I'm going to share about how doTERRA essential oils has helped me to adapt to the changes. So here you can see that these are the combination of the oils that I use for a particular blend, which we call flu bomb. Okay, we have frankincense, lemon, on guard, oregano, and tea tree in it. This is a very good blend that I'm currently using this daily. The reason is because me and my husband, we have started a food bank service at a few locations in Klang. And I need to go out daily and place the food at these locations. So that is something that I need to do so that the service can continue. So I am taking all the necessary precautions that I can take. I wear my mask, I wear a face shield, and I sanitize my hands regularly, and I keep my distance from people. On top of that, I also apply this blend of oils under the sole of my feet before I leave my house. So I will apply it under the sole of my feet, and I will put on my socks and my shoes, and then I leave my house. So the other thing is, just to share with you, I was vaccinated with the Pfizer vaccine on the 8th of July. That's the same day we started our food bank. So of course, most of you know that with the Pfizer vaccine, your arm will be very heavy and painful. Actually, my mother already alerted me that that is one of the things that she felt very severe after the vaccination. The arm was very heavy and it was very painful. So I was already prepared for that. And since I had a lot of things to do and I couldn't have the luxury to sleep or rest after my vaccination, I decided that I need to be a bit more proactive. So what I did was I had this pain spray already ready. It's combined with deep blue essential oil, turmeric, copaiba, and lemongrass. And the functions of all these oils can be similar, can be different. There are a lot of things to explain, but further, once you are participating in our group, there will be a lot of discussions about it and teachings, and you will learn how they function. So I have already combined all this in my spray. So what I did, as soon as I got the vaccination, I had this spray in my bag. So once I got vaccinated, I already sprayed it on my arm. And yes, it was painful, but it wasn't that bad that I couldn't do my do whatever I need to do, like get on with my daily routine. It wasn't that bad. It was actually most of the time, once I had sprayed it on, the arm was not painful. Actually, it was not painful. So I reapplied the application maybe about 5-6 times a day. So after the first 24 hours, there was no pain. And I did not, I was lucky that I did not feel very hungry, or I did not feel very sleepy either. And I guess this is all due to a lot of other things that I've started doing, which is my daily walking, which is very important, and my vitamin D intake, and also proper sleep. And I've been using all of my other essential oils in my daily routine, which helped me a lot. Yes, Kavita?
Okay, Naraern, there is a question in the group. How many drops do you use in this blend that you make?
Okay, for this, my spray bottle is 50 ml. So I use about maybe 10 to 15 drops of deep blue, about 20 drops of turmeric, 10 drops or 15 drops of copaiba, and another 10 to 15 drops of lemongrass. That is sufficient already. Okay, so I'll move on to the next slide. Okay, this is my stomach spray. If anybody in the house has any issue with the stomach, this is what we will use. In this spray, I have already combined the Zenjazz, fennel, and ginger. Okay, or you can even use it without the fennel and the ginger, because digestion or Zenjazz already contains a few essential oils combined. It's a blend. It's already good enough on its own. So here I have a sharing that I recently came into contact with one of my friends who is also using essential oil, and she was having lymph nodes. Her lymph nodes were swollen, okay, after the vaccination. That tends to happen because our lymph nodes is like the guard of our body. When when they detect there is something abnormal in the body, they will send out the soldiers to fight against it. So what happens is sometimes the lymph nodes will get swollen due to that. So I advised her that since she had the didazen or Zengest essential oil with her, she could dilute it and put it along from under her ear and massage it down towards the heart to drain the lymph node. And she did this a couple of times, and after that the lymph node was not swollen anymore. So because this Zengest is not only for stomach issues. Let's say your food cannot be digested, or the gas is coming up and troubling you, or you are having a loose motion, or you are unable to go to toilet, or you are having or releasing too much of air. It also helps with release of the fluids. It actually dissolves the fluids and drains it, helps it to drain out of our body. Okay, so this is one of the oils that you can combine with the easy air, and you can apply it on your nasal passage and the sinuses to drain it, to drain all the excess fluid which is not necessary, and it can come out easily to give you very much needed relief when you are having congested sinuses or if your lymph node is swollen. But then again, if this doesn't work, then of course we need to go and get medical attention. Okay, these are just tools to help us for the preliminary for us to try out certain things and see whether it goes away or is it permanent. So if it's permanent and it keeps on recurring, then we need to go and get some medical help. Peppermint is one of the oils that we use mainly to stay awake. Since everybody is at home, we also get very bored of our environment, and everybody is studying or working from home, so we get very lazy or sleepy at times. So we will diffuse this peppermint either with wild orange or tangerine or rosemary. We alternate with different oils and we diffuse it, especially daytime. I did notice that some people, they sleep better when they diffuse peppermint at night. These are very selective people, because peppermint is also one of the oils which can open up your airways and help you to take in air easily. So it can work both ways. It can work to keep you alert. It can work to help you fall asleep depending on your condition. And peppermint is another oil I use those days when I used to travel and all. I will put it in a cotton bud, a few drops, maybe 1 or 2 only, and put it into the aircon vent in the car to keep me awake, especially for long journeys. Nowadays, mostly I use the peppermint as a diffusion to keep it, diffuse it to keep everybody awake and alert and focused during their work or studies. The other way I usually use it is I apply it on the side of the face mask, just 1 drop to keep the face mask fresh. Lemon is a very simple oil, but it has very, very good qualities in it. Basically, I do use lemon to soak my vegetables when I wash them before I cut the vegetables. I also use lemon to clean surfaces, or mostly I will use the lemon in a drop of water in the morning. I take it on empty stomach. So it's very good for my system. The other way is to diffuse it, to give you the uplifting feeling. And this is a tea tree. Okay, tea tree is a very simple yet very effective oil. Tea tree we can add to our facial care products or our personal care products, okay, like shower gel, our face cream. This is more appropriate for those people who get breakouts So they can use tea tree, they can add it to their personal care products. There are some people who have very unhealthy nails, especially the feet, on the feet. So they can apply diluted, or they can apply neat tea tree oil on those areas, and it will help to eradicate the issue that they are having with the nails. The other thing is also, for most of the skin conditions, tea tree is an excellent oil for most of the skin conditions. Oregano is one of the oils that not many people like because it is very strong. I do not suggest that you diffuse oregano, because sometimes it will stay in the diffuser, the smell stays in the diffuser for a very long time. So this is one of the oils that I use in my flu bomb, as I showed you earlier. Okay, it's very good because it actually, the herb oregano itself has a lot of scientific studies being done on it, and it has properties like antiviral properties, antifungal properties, antibacterial properties. This is basically all the studies that have been done on the oregano herb itself. So, and this oregano essential oil is derived from that herb. So it will have similar properties. And I find that oregano is very good when you combine it with tea tree essential oil for the nail issues. You can even add a few drops of myrrh or 1 or 2 drops of helichrysum into that blend for the nails, especially if you're having brittle nails, any issue with the side of the nails getting black and it's not going away, and sometimes you feel that, you know, initially just a small part of the nail was black, and then later on it has been spreading towards the base of the nail. And I have tried this on a few people, and it has worked out very well. But the issue with nails is that you need to keep on applying it almost for a year. The reason being that we need the whole nail to grow out. It has to be a completely new nail before you can eradicate the problem from the nail. So you have to be very persistent. You cannot just apply for 2 weeks or 4 weeks or 4 months and then expect it to disappear. Even if you have a tiny bit of the remnants on the nail and you stop using your treatment, it is going to spread all over again. Then you have to start all over again. So you have to be very persistent. Certain treatments, it is not that it's not working. It is how persistent are you in using that treatment. Certain things you need to apply twice a day, 3 times a day. There are certain protocols for you to follow. So it's always important that we follow the protocols and we'll get the results. You definitely will see the results. Okay, frankincense is the king of all oils. Okay, there's a lot of uses for frankincense. Basically, some of us, what we do is we put 1 drop of frankincense under the tongue first thing in the morning. Okay, it's because it gives us overall, is for our overall health. There are some of us who, as we age, especially the women, we have come across there's sometimes that we feel that, oh, there are some lumps or some painful lumps on our breast. So some of us, what we have tried is we have diluted the frankincense, maybe 3 drops for each side, and we have applied it and massaged that area. And after daily application for about 1 week, we can feel the difference that the pain is not there and the lumps have subsided. But of course, we do not advocate that you only use the frankincense and do not further investigate if you have any issues in that area. Definitely, you have to be responsible for your health and go for your mammogram, go for your ultrasound, and you have to monitor it regularly to see if there are any issues of concern. While you are doing your monitoring, you can always use your frankincense daily as a tool to help you so that If it's something minor, perhaps it will not develop into something even more serious. So it's always good to do something rather than not do anything about it. Okay, this is another combination with oregano, DDR prime. DDR prime is a cellular complex blend. So this blend I have started to use. I put it into a soft gel, into the capsule, okay? The veggie capsule, you can get it from the pharmacist. And I put 1 drop of oregano and 3 drops of DDR prime into it and add in some olive oil. Okay, so I will swallow this once a day or 2 days once, depending. Okay, sometimes I usually don't take it every day, but I am taking this because there is some write-ups on it to say that it can help with ovarian cysts. Okay, there are a lot of us out there who have ovarian cysts, especially once we are in our 40s plus, and most of us actually are lucky. Some of us, we are lucky. We actually go and do our gynae checkup and we do the scan and we discover that we are actually having a cyst. Some of us have not gone for our pap smear and have not done any ultrasound, and that is very dangerous. You should do at least yearly to see what's going on with your body, because we cannot see internally. Sometimes we can feel some uncertain discomfort, but we cannot pinpoint where is it coming from. So it's always good to go for your gynae checkup once a year. And also do follow up with your doctors closely. You can take alternative medication or treatment or use your alternative tools, but you also have to be responsible to monitor the progress. Is it helping or is it not helping? Is it getting better or is it getting worse? We need to gauge what we are doing and how is the progress of everything. Okay, On Guard. On Guard is my mom's favorite essential oil. She uses On Guard for every single thing. So On Guard actually is a blend also, and it is one of the oils which I use, and everybody in my family uses it daily to boost our immune system. Okay. What we do is we apply diluted On Guard on the sole of our feet, okay, under our feet before we sleep. So we do it just before we sleep. Each one of us, we have our own roller. So before we sleep, we just roll it over our palm and we take our palm and rub under our feet. So this is very good to boost our immune system. Once our immune system is better, actually a lot of other issues that we are having will actually subside. I noticed since my kids have started using this On Guard, even myself, we get very good sleep. Okay, because this is one of the oils which is warming. It's a warming oil. We get good sleep. I've had people who try to use On Guard when they have discomfort in the throat. Okay, they feel like they're coming down with something and they have discomfort in the throat. They quickly apply the On Guard, diluted On Guard on the throat, maybe 3 times a day or 4 times a day. And by the next day, they are fine. So this is proactive steps that we can use, initial treatment that we can use so that it doesn't develop into something worse. Of course, if it doesn't work, then, and again, I'm going to emphasize, please get medical attention. On Guard, the other way, there's some of us, we have tried to use the On Guard when we have bumps and bruises. We don't have any other essential oil with us at that moment. We just apply On Guard on it and the bumps and bruises actually subside. And the pain is very minimal. It actually helps to reduce the pain. So On Guard is one of the best essential oils to have. It's a very good blend. And most of the people that I speak to and they have never used essential oil before, usually I will ask them to try the On Guard first because it's the most important oil. You need to boost your immune system first before you can do anything else. Otherwise, you are open to a lot of things. Your immune system is low. a lot of unwanted things can attack your body without you knowing it. So as for my home usage, I have switched to using doTERRA foaming hand wash. Okay, it contains the doTERRA essential oil. It's really soft on the hands and it's really good even if I eat durian. And then you know, like the durian sure must eat with the hand. I've never seen anybody eat durian with the fork or spoon. If you have, let me know. Okay, so of course your hands will be, the smell stays on the hands. So I tried to use other hand wash, the smell just doesn't go away. So one day I thought to myself, why don't I just try the doTERRA foaming hand wash? Will the smell go away or not? And I was surprised. Actually, the smell was very the smell was almost not there. You know, when you wash it properly with the foaming doTERRA hand wash, you don't really get the durian smell after that. And we, being Punjabi, we like to eat most of our meals with our hands. So it's a very good investment for my family, because at least after that, you know, when the kids come and kiss you, mommy, sayang, sayang, touch the face all, you don't really smell their smelly hands. You will get some nice on guard smell or cinnamon smell from their hands, which is actually a relief. Okay, so I also use the doTERRA concentrate cleaner as my dishwashing liquid, and I found that it's really gentle on the hands, and I don't get all the cracks on my fingers anymore. See, my fingers are actually so much better now. Okay, I don't have any maid at home. All of us in the house are the maids, so we all have to take turns and do the work. So I found that this is really helpful, and I have stopped spending money buying hand lotions now, which is something good. My husband's very happy about that. So you can switch to natural products which are better. You see, then you don't have to end up having bad skin and the skin starts to tear, and then after that you have to start putting medication on it to overcome that, and then that gives you another side effect, and it's just a chain reaction. It never ends actually. So why don't you just treat the root cause? You know, always try to treat the root cause. Don't treat the symptoms. So basically, I've replaced all my so many cleaning products with just the doTERRA concentrate cleaner. I use it to clean my bathrooms, mop my floor, clean the surfaces, and even my fan also. I use the doTERRA concentrate cleaner. Everything, even my windows, the glass, whatever. You just have to dilute this accordingly, and you are done. So I don't have to keep so many bottles in the house, and I don't have to go out so many times to buy different items. It's all in one. I just use that same bottle for every single thing. And the best part is I can just order all these things when I order my essential oils, and everything comes delivered from the same company. So I just pay my postage once and all the items come to me. Even my, as I will go on, even my personal care products, there, as you can see here, my toothpaste, my facial cleanser, scrub, body wash, shampoo, conditioner, mud mask is all from doTERRA, and they are all natural, and I find it that they are very good quality products. Yes, they might seem that the quantity is very small, but actually when you use this product, you will realize that a very small quantity is required for you to use for each use. So that product actually can last you for a very long time. Okay, so this, we are all using this shampoo because we love the wild orange and lime scent in it, and it has actually helped to reduce our hair fall. And yeah, you have to use the shampoo with the conditioner, okay? Otherwise, yes, it does dry up your hair. That is why they have the conditioner as well. So once you apply the conditioner, the hair is smoothen out already. So for those people who are, not those people, actually all of us who are stuck at home and we can't go to our usual beauty parlor to get our facial done, no worries. With doTERRA, you can always do it at home. So I use my mud mask once a week. or I should say I try to use it once a week. Most of the time I will forget, but it's really nice once you use it. Whenever if you are having any breakouts, those breakouts will actually dry up. Even your blackheads, whiteheads, they also get cleared off, and you just have to apply a thin layer on your face. Avoid the eyes. You apply it just for 3 minutes. That's all. After the 3 minutes, you rinse it off with warm water and you are done. So those of you who are missing the spa, you can bring the spa to your home with doTERRA. The other thing that I love is I have the lemongrass essential oil, and I can diffuse it and I feel like I'm in the spa. Or sometimes I will use patchouli or even geranium. These are really lovely oils for you to diffuse, for you to get the spa-like feeling, you know, just to release the stress and make you feel a bit calm and relaxed. So this is Intune. We use this also when we are studying or working. Okay, this is also a blend for focus to help you to be more alert and focused. Okay, and then these are the things in the toothpaste. Okay, this Correct X is something that I have. This is my first aid in the kitchen. So what happens is whenever we have a cut or a bruise, or I think some of you would have seen my post on Facebook a couple of weeks ago. My son had a bad fall in the washroom, and the washroom sink broke, and he had a cut behind his calf. So it was bleeding and the bleeding wouldn't stop. The only thing I could think of at that point is my doTERRA oils. So I quickly went to get my Correct X and I cleaned the wound area and I applied the Correct X on it, and within the 5 minutes the bleeding stopped. So this is how, when we are proactive and we are using what we have, we can see the results. And after that, I kept on applying the Correct X twice or 3 times a day, and the wound healed very well. So I was not too worried about it. So this Correct X is very good. You can even use it for those who are breastfeeding. You can use it as a nipple cream. You can use it for your cracked heels, or you can use it. I use it for mouth ulcers sometimes. Okay, it works for that as well. If you're cooking and you have burns, you quickly apply the Correct X. You will notice that you do not have a scar after that. I don't have cook at home. I am the cook. So you can imagine how many times sometimes when we are rushing and we don't notice that the oil is too hot and our hands are wet, and the moment the water drops into the oil, that's it. It just splashes everywhere. So in this instance, having the Correct X is a real blessing to me, and it's just a very small amount that you need to use. Very, very, very small. Yes, the tube looks very, very small, but it's enough. I have one tube. It's been lasting me about 2 years. I still have enough for me to use. 2 years. That's how good the products are. So this is another blend that I use for when I feel I need to relax and calm down. It's lavender peace and balance. So I've diluted it and put it into a roller. In fact, I just used this about 1 minute before I started this presentation. So I was a bit nervous, but after I applied it within 2 minutes, not even 2 minutes, 30 seconds, I think, I felt so much more calm and relaxed and composed. So it works. It works for me. So this, you can also diffuse it at night when you want to sleep. Okay, it's a very good blend to diffuse. This is another blend lately I've been using a lot, especially every time when I open my WhatsApp and I read all the updates from our government, then I get like a panic attack. You know, what is going on? So I reach out to my adaptive and I dilute it. Sometimes I combine it with balance and I'll apply to calm myself down and tell myself, you know, it's okay, you know, it will pass. This phase that our government is going through, it will pass. It will eventually, it can't be like this forever. So adaptive is very good. A lot of my other friends have used it. Those who are working, who have to give big presentations. Sometimes they get nervous, or some people who they need to do some performance in front of a live audience. They can use adaptive combined with balance. Is a very good combination to help you to be calm, yet alert and focused. Okay, so what would you consider when you buy a product? These are the few things people usually consider. Is the price, appearance, how many free gifts can you get, whether it's a trend, okay, whether someone else has it. So these are the common questions. But how, I always ask myself, how would this product help me? Would it help to improve my quality of life? Because quality of life is very important and you cannot measure quality of life. So what does quality of life mean to a super senior citizen? Maybe they are 90 years and above, to a senior citizen, working class, college students, school kids, toddlers. You need to ask yourself, what does the quality of life mean to these people around you? So I like the essential oils because they can be used in 3 ways. You can use them internally, okay, but not for anyone below 18. Usually above 18, we are okay with taking essential oils internally, especially doTERRA, since they are certified pure therapeutic grade essential oils. I'm not sure of the other brands in the market. Please do your research and be sure of what you're using. So internally also, most of us, we only use maximum, I think, about 3 or 4 drops a day, nothing more than that, but you can go up to 20 drops a day internally. Okay. And of course, you can diffuse it. You don't even have to touch the skin. You don't have to take it internally. You can just diffuse it. And by it going into the air, it can get into our system and it can have the effects that it's supposed to have and make a difference to our life. So it's very simple. All you need to do is you just diffuse it and you will get the benefits of the essential oils. The other way is by diluting it and applying it topically. So this is very good for those category under young kids, elderly, or they're unable to eat, because we cannot give them anything to swallow. Okay, most of the young kids, they will actually vomit out the medication. Okay, or the elderly, they are already on so many medication, or they don't eat properly, and then on top of that, you want to give them something else that they need to take orally. So, or those who are already not able to eat, they are already fasting, you know, like during the Ramadan month, you're fasting, but you're having a tummy upset. You cannot go and take a Gaviscon, a spoon, 1 or 2 tablespoons of Gaviscon and take that. Well, that is not right, because you will be breaking your fast. So rather than just suffering with the stomach ache, you can always dilute the digestion and just apply it on your stomach clockwise and you are done. You know, you will feel the relief. So in these cases, it's very easy to use. You can even just diffuse the oil. You can diffuse the on guard and everybody will benefit from it. All of them who are inhaling the on guard, once it's diffused, their immune system will be boosted. You know, it helps to increase the immunity for them. So this is why I love essential oils, and they are so easy to use. Of course, there are guidelines, and we have many books that we can use to refer, okay, and get the information, the correct information when we use our essential oils. So it's always good to have 1 or 2 reference books to learn and to educate yourself about the essential oils. And with that, I wanted to share with you some of the sets that are available this month. And the good thing is the free gift is actually the On Guard Essential Oil. I would really want to get one of the sets because the On Guard Essential Oil is really awesome. So this is one of the sets. I basically, when I started, I took this set, Home Essential Kit. And I actually took this set because when I checked the member price for the 10 essential oils, actually, when I combine the member price for the 10 essential oils, is actually more than 1,300. That is just the 10 essential oils. Then I realized actually by paying the 1,300, I'm actually basically getting my fractionated coconut oil and the diffuser and my free gift. This month the free gift is On Guard and Deep Blue Rub, and my postage and my membership, it's all free. I'm only paying for the 10 basic essential oils. So I thought, it's good. At least I have 10 different essential oils to start off with, and I have the ones which are really important, and it will be a good platform for me to start. And because this home essential kit is one of the kits which has a very good price compared to the others, you really benefit from it. A lot of things are actually free if you really calculate carefully. So I did not think twice. I just went for it, and after that, it was good because it benefited everybody in my family and my extended family and my friends and a lot of other people. So this is another kit. These are all, sorry, these ones in the home essential kit, the oils are all 15 ml, except for the deep blue. The deep blue oil is 5 ml. So 5 ml, you have about 85 plus drops, usable drops, okay? And then the 15 ml, you have about 255 usable drops, which is a lot. And it'll last you a long time because most of these oils, we are actually diluting. We are not using it directly like that. So your roller itself, one roller might last you about 1 month, 2 months. And after that, only you're going to replenish the roller. So the oils actually last you for a very long time if you learn how to use them properly. Okay, these are all 5 ml oils. Okay, so you need to be careful the volume of the oil. Is it 5 ml or is it 10 ml? Which one do you prefer? And according to your budget. Okay, if you have something else that you have in mind which is not in these sets, we can do a separate selection for you according to